Hey, 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 what's up? Hey, 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 what's up? Hey, 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 what's up? It's Saturday. I don't want to be here. I took the longest walk I've ever taken in Colombia, over the mountain and down the valley, looking for a veterinarian hospital that I was 2 blocks away from when I couldn't take it anymore and turned around and went home. 2 blocks down here is like 2 blocks in New York City. It's not exactly 50 feet. So, anyhow, how y'all doing? I didn't know what I was going to do, so I did this instead. Nobody's home right now except me and Lucy. And Lucy's the one that's got to go to the veterinarian because she has bladder problems, and I don't know what to do with it. And it's becoming problematical for me, and that's where I'll be when I get off the phone. We'll get off this video with you guys. Uh, I know nobody's going to be here because the time and everything else, but that's just, I told you I have schedules. I don't have a schedule. I have to do what I have to do. And Lucy's priority to me right now. And the only reason I'm here right now is because we just came back from a very long walk and she's sleeping. Probably peeing too, but she's sleeping. So this is going to be very short. All right. I won't be here tomorrow. And I won't be here Monday. I have a doctor's appointment that's going to take me till after 12 o'clock by the time traveling because I have to go to Medellin and I dependent on other people, and that's the way it works out sometimes. I don't know what I'm going to do with Lucy. I'm going to have she's probably going to have accidents everywhere, and I'm going to have to deal with it, and I'm going to be really pissed. But in the meantime, what can I say? Uh, Trump has submitted a budget that is going to decimate the average individual. And I could see well over, thousands of, could be, is a lot. Thousands of people could be permanently damaged by this. Maybe even millions of people. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, how it's going to play out. But he's proved once again that he's the chief scumbag and that he's in it for the money and not the people. And I don't know how anybody can let this man stay in office. Because unless you're rich, you're going to have nothing. Okay? And I got to tell you, the way he's going, this country's going to be in not just a recession, but a depression. And it's going to, and when I say this country, it's going to affect me. You don't think I'm going to get affected by Trump and his stupidity? Absolute, utter stupidity, folks. That's what we're dealing with. And I tell you, he operates on a whim. He wakes up and says, I had a dream last night. It sounds like a good idea. Let's do this today, There's no planning. There's no thought going into what he's doing. He's not following he's following the outline of Project 2025 by doing what he's doing in a very insincere way. What happened? I lost something. But that's Donald, He's never been sincere about anything in his life. Marriage is just, this is his third marriage. He's had numerous affairs, apparently. His kids are fucked up. Nasty fucked up. I don't know what's, I don't think he wants any of them to take over the country, not even Barron. If he was going to give anybody the country, it would be his daughter. She's the smartest one in the group. It's amazing how the women in his family, that his wives and whatnot, except for Melania, she's just space. Uh, but he's pretty, you know, set against his kids. So I don't know what he's going to do. And this was another story that came out this morning, and the guy that reported the story is not known for his, in my opinion, is not known for accuracy or whatever. But anyhow, he said that there's a possibility exists that Trump might resign, and I don't see that happening. His ego is not going to let him do that. You know, uh, because he might lose his pet projects and stuff. I don't think they're going to. Uh, he's going to resign, but still going to be in charge of his pet projects and everything. And I don't think that's going to happen. I think once he's gone, whoever takes his place is going to attempt to put their own stamp on things as the next coming of Jesus Christ or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see relief for the average individual being there. But then again, you never know. But I don't see him doing that. I just don't think his ego will allow him to do that, to resign, to admit to failure. And that's what you do when you resign. You're admitting to failure. He could say he was resigning for health reasons, but if that was the case, they would have gotten rid of him already. They have the 25th Amendment to do that, and I think that's just as embarrassing because nobody's going to believe he's leaving for health reasons unless he drops dead 2 days later. If you're wondering what am I doing with my head down, one, I'm trying to stay awake, and two, I'm cleaning my keyboard. This is how I do things. I'm multitasking, folks. It's what I do. It's what geniuses do, right? Trump can't multitask. You know, only thing, well, he can shit and piss at the same time. That's true because he used to fill his diaper up pretty good. Whatever happened to that story about the smell and the diaper and everything like that? What happened? They find something that kill the smell, or they sew his asshole shut, and that's why he's getting fatter. I don't know. I just think that Donald Trump is probably, depending on who reports history, going to go down as one of the worst or incompetent presidents we've ever had. And Hegseth, who just got rid of honored veteran Army Chief of Staff in the middle of a war, which you never do. Well, you can do it, but as now he's blaming the inactivity. He's trying to blame somebody besides himself, and he's the reason. He and his big mouth are the reason that it's not going well. Him and Trump, because he advised Trump to go ahead with it and that it'd be over right away, and it's not going to happen. Wars never end right away. Only what was it? Where did the Marines go? That were in that movie with Clint Eastwood. That happened pretty fast. I don't think that was Panama. Maybe it was. I don't know. Panama ended pretty fast, but as a rule, wars don't end very fast. Okay, there was no war with Venezuela. They went in and got rid of an idiot that people in his own government probably didn't want in Maduro. That's how they pulled that off so fast. But you know, I don't see it happening fast, folks. But then again, you never know. You know. Uh, what was I going to say? Oh, I don't remember what I was going to say. It doesn't make any difference. Um, So here we have this thing. Oh, somebody showed up. Jimbo came by early today. Wow. I wasn't that late, huh? Oh, well, it's almost 11 o'clock now. But anyhow, I don't think he's going to resign, and that this guy Farron, that Occupy Democrats or something like that, uh, put that story out there, and that's just to make you click on it and read the story. All right, he may be removed. It's a a rather vague possibility, because if he reaches a point where he can't be controlled, then they'll remove him. Uh, he's not smart enough to write that budget. He had nothing to do with that budget. Somebody put it in his hands, probably Stephen Miller, who I would seriously like to see something bad happen to. And I don't care if that brings Carmen back at me or not, but I think that's a person that really needs to be punished for what he's done to this country. And he's more responsible for it than Trump, because he's the guy that's feeding the ideas to Trump. You know, the rest of these people are followers. Heggs is a follower. J.D. Vance is a follower. If Trump listens to Heggs, then they should get rid of Trump tomorrow morning, because that's even more incompetent than I think. That makes Trump even more incompetent than I think he is. Okay. Well, I have to get out of here. I know it's a short video, uh, but I have to get Lucy. Try to get Lucy taken care of, because, like I said, Easter Sunday, nobody's going to be around. Monday, I'm not going to be around. I'm going to be. You're right, Jimmy. It's not good. It's. I forgot what I was saying, but I have things I got to take care of, and this is my personal side of my life, and I wish I could do. I think I could do an interesting podcast. I don't know, but I don't like the idea that it's a job that you have to come up with. It's like so they say you're very funny at times. Yeah, but I couldn't do it every day if my life depended on it. This is the way the world operates. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not that person. Hilarious or not. I'm not. I don't know how interesting I actually am or anything else. This is all just all stuff I try to do to keep me interested and keep me going, and that's the deal. Oh yeah, happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. I forgot. Spring is here. Good time of year. I would be fishing on Tuesday. Fishing season would start on Tuesday, and I would in the United States, I would be on the reservoir or on the lake, depending. The lakes sometimes aren't thawed out by April 1st, because they're way further in the mountains. The reservoirs are pretty much thawed out by now, and it's you have an abundance of various types of fish. Uh, but they're letting a lot of people in there now, I don't know how good it is anymore. I think they're trying to make it like what was it, Orange Park? Verona Park. I used to go to. It's a lake in it that you could walk around from it, and it turned to scum. Even though it had a river feeding it, it's because they let the geese in. The reservoir has a few geese, not a lot of them. Because they have swans. They have resident swans. They have about 20. They did when I left. I don't know if they're still around. 20 or 30 resident swans. Some of them were extremely friendly with me. Um, I know my big favorite at Cranberry Lake. The one that's up there might still be around, her family, because she had babies right before I left for down here. But my friend the crane is probably gone. I had giant crane that was a friend of mine that used to. I would get comments about it because I could get within 2 feet of it, and it would just sit there and stare at me and just look at me. We were good, very good. Like we were friends. We'd known each other for years because he'd been around for years. And they understand something after a while. All animals, if you're not going to hurt them, and if they know you're not going to hurt them, they'll put up with a little bit from you. Not a lot, but they'll put up with a little bit more from you than they will the guy next to you whose kid throws things at him. You know. I fed her, so the storks, well, not a, I don't think it was a stork, it's a crane, big gray crane, and so we became friends that way. All right, listen up. Go find some place to subscribe to me. All right, and I will be back. Wait a minute, let me see what's going on here. I get that here. I have charisma and charm. Wow, people are going to start. You see, he answered what I was going to say next. He says, "I'm not gay, by the way." Oh, you're a lunatic, though, if you think that. Uh, the white swans I had by me. Yeah, they would when I would go fishing on one side of the lake. They would all come into this little cove, and I did what you're not supposed to do. I fed them, corn, and I fed them fish, and weeds and stuff like that I'd pull up for them. I was good to them. They were good to me. They were the geese that were there were friendly with me because when I was walking. Well, one day I was driving to work and I stopped. I had to stop the car. I stopped traffic to let a mother and her little goslings cross the street, and I helped them up one at a time up the curb, so that they could keep going around where they wanted to go. And I don't know if they made it the whole day or not, because by the highway there's a lot of rats and dogs and cats and hawks hunt the highways. So I don't know how they made out, but and I rescued another goose uh, from tangled up in a fishing line. The grandfather was not happy with me, but I did it anyhow, and I almost got. I don't get beat. I just slap them on the beak, and they go down. They sit down, and they watched, and they waited. And when I took, and they understood what I did, so they were friendly to me. I've had a lot of animals that I've made friends with over the years, simply because I'm not going to hurt them, and they understand that. Uh, Big animals, small animals, and a genuinely funny guy. Wow, you are definitely. You been drinking this morning, Jim? Huh? You have a little bourbon with the orange juice or what, man? A genuinely funny guy. No, you're the only person I think that thinks that. Anyhow, listen, I got to run, guys, Jim, and everything. I got to start doing some research. Got to try to get Lucy to the vet, see what happens. I'll be back Monday. No, I won't be back Monday. Uh, if I do a video, it's going to be very, very late, and it'll just be the live video again. So could be. I might be back by 11 o'clock. I doubt it though, just because of the guy I'm going that's going with me. So, and the type of test I have to have. It's my vision test. It checking me for glaucoma. They do every year, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, everybody take care. Have a lovely Easter, everybody. It's a special holiday for a lot of people. Enjoy it. And I'll see. I'll try to get back Monday for you, but I don't know how that's going to work out. Have a good day.